Are you a strategic grazer, or do you tend to miss meals and then gorge? Because what I find from my experience is that a lot of us wake up in the morning and there's morning madness going on, so we skip breakfast. Then come 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, our blood sugar levels drop, so we're just so famished, we grab whatever we can get our hands on, and chances are it's not a balanced, healthy, nutritious meal. Then we push through the afternoon and we have a couple of cups of coffee. Late in the afternoon, we then grab a snack in the vending machine or just whatever we can get our hands on to push our blood sugar levels up again. And then we fight traffic on the way home, and by the time we get home, we're just so hungry that we end up overeating for dinner. And then you know how that nibbling starts when you just can't stop yourself from getting up from the couch in front of the TV and walking to the kitchen just so that you can keep on nibbling and snacking? So how can we fix this? Well, if you keep eating like this, so you miss meals and you end up overeating when you do have a chance to eat, chances are that your blood sugar levels are on a roller coaster ride. So they're skyrocketing and then they're plummeting down. When that happens, you feel tired, you can't concentrate, you may even have a mood swing, and you just don't perform at the level that you could. It also has a really bad impact on your health. How can we fix this? Because we know that we're all rushed for time and we're highly stressed and often eating on the run. Well, ideally what we should do is always try and start our day with some kind of light, balanced breakfast. And then every 2 or 3 hours to have what I call a smart snack. By doing this, you will help to keep your blood sugar levels more constant so that you can stay within that productive zone where your blood sugar levels are more consistent and sustained. By doing this, you'll have much better engagement levels, and not just physically will you feel better, but emotionally and mentally as well. So it's quite important then, if you're going to be snacking every 2 or 3 hours, to know what to snack on, because I don't want you to go out and grab a bar of chocolate every 2 hours. It's a good idea if you read labels. So take a look at the packaging and the food label and make sure that when you have a snack, that you're not having more than about 500 to 750 kilojoules. That would be about 120 to 150 calories and around about 5 grams of fat per snack. So that's 500 kilojoules and 5 grams of fat, or 120 calories and 5 grams of fat. Now what helps to eat every 2 or 3 hours is to definitely plan ahead and have these kind of smart snacks around, so that when you need to have a snack attack, you're not left to a choice between a chocolate bar and maybe a packet of crisps. So what I do is once a month, I buy a whole lot of smart snacks and then I keep them in my car, in my laptop bag, in my gym bag, in my desk drawer, so that on those afternoons when I can feel my energy dropping, I've got smart choices to grab. And perhaps you can do the same. Also, it's a good idea to always have fresh fruit around, because if you see it, if it's in sight, it's more likely to be in mind. And fresh fruit is by far one of the best snacks. Then an alternative would be dried fruit, or else a handful of nuts, seeds, maybe something like a boiled egg and some crackers or some biltong. If you'd like some snack ideas, then please take a look at my blog. There are lots of ideas. There's also a list of 25 different low-fat snack ideas. Now, let's say you don't have time to have a meal in the day, or maybe grab breakfast in the morning. How would you replace meals using snacks that are close at hand? Well, we know that a meal should be about 1,500 kilojoules if you're a lady and watching your weight, to 2,000 kilojoules at the most. A snack, as we've looked at in the past, should be about 500 to 750 kilojoules. So it just takes a little bit of basic maths, and then we can see that 3 snacks could replace a meal if you're a lady, 4 snacks if you're wanting to replace a meal and you're a guy. So how does this look? Well, let's say you can't sit down and have breakfast, or maybe you're missing lunch because you're driving in your car going off to your next meeting. If you're a lady, you could replace lunch or breakfast with 3 snacks. And if you're a guy, you could add another snack to this. Just to wrap up, some snack ideas could be things like low-fat popcorn or pretzels, perhaps nuts, seeds, dried fruit, trail mix, or things like biltong. You can always buy these items in large amounts and pre-portion them out
so that they're easy to keep in your desk drawer, in the cubbyhole of your car, your laptop bag. You could also look for local resources that can provide you with these snacks already pre-portioned out. Or you could be really creative and maybe make up your own delicious snacks. There are lots of snack ideas in my book and on my blog. I also spend time once a month just to bake some low GI muffins, biscotti, and ginger biscuits that are really worthwhile to eat on the run. If you don't have time to eat, you can always grab a low-fat latte or maybe a nice sweet cappuccino once in a while as a snack, maybe a piece of fruit, and because they're low in kilojoules, you can always dip the fruit in a little bit of peanut butter, or maybe if you have the opportunities, boil eggs in bulk, or keep some cottage cheese close at hand and have that with a few crackers. So to sum up this very important point on the Wellculator, I'd like you to think about shop, drop, and stop. Firstly is to shop for the correct items, to go out, look out for 3 new type of snacks, so things that you haven't perhaps tried in the past. Read the food labels, you now know what to look for. Look out for the energy, the kilojoules, and keep them to about 500 kilojoules. Then I want you to drop these items in the right place, so keep them in your handbag, your briefcase, in your car, in your desk drawer, in your kitchen pantry. The idea is that if they're there and close at hand and easy to reach, you will go for them. And then, of course, when you're having a busy day, is to stop and actually eat a smart snack at least every 3 hours. Don't let longer than 3 hours pass without you having a smart snack. And then keep to the correct portion sizes when you are snacking. For ladies, 500 kilojoules. For guys, 1.5 times that amount. Don't forget to read through the download and to, over the next week, think about the snacks that you're having, keep them close at hand, and stop in order to eat them.
And by doing this, by becoming more of a grazer, rather than skipping meals and going for hours without eating, I promise you, you will not only find that your energy levels are a whole lot higher and more sustained, but you'll also have better health. And you'll also be able to lose weight, because by snacking regularly and keeping your blood sugar more stable, you'll be able to burn fat. You'll also be able to reduce your cravings, and you'll probably eat less when you do have a chance to eat main meals, and you'll stimulate your metabolism, so you give your body a chance to actually lose the weight. So go ahead, make sure that you've got some smart snacks close at hand, and then don't go for longer than about 3 hours without having one.